Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So for everyone in this room, in the next 45 minutes to do this presentation, but let's just try and keep our concentration throughout the talk, and hopefully myself, I'll try and keep my concentration as well, and we can take something really important away from the talk today. So before we start, let's put our hands together, and we'll start with the Mangla Charan, and just do ardas to Guru Sahib Ji, do a humble plea to Guru Sahib Ji that hopefully we can take something away from today's talk. Like we said yesterday in the Hukunama Katha, let's just take something away. Whether it's something small or something bigger, it doesn't matter. As long as we take something away, that's the most important thing. Vaheguru Sahib Ji, Hama avaguna pare ek gun nahi, Amrit chhad bikhe bikh khai, Maya moho parma pe pule, Sutdara syo preet lagai, एक उत्तम पंथ सुनियो गुर संगत तहि मलंत जमत रास मटाई एक अरदास पाठ की रत की गुरु रामदास राखो सरनाई दंडोत बंदन अनक बार सर्व कला समरथ डोलन ते राखो प्रभु नानक दे कर हाथ मैं मूर्ख की केतक बात है कोट पराधी तरिया रे गुरु नानक जिन सुनिया पेखिया से फिर गरबास न परिया रे जी जंत सब सरन तुम्हारी सर्ब चिंत तुद पासे जो तुद भावै सोई चंगा एक नानक की अरदासे जो तुद भावै सोई चंगा एक नानक की अरदासे वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह. So, welcome to the presentation today. Today we're going to go through the topic of santokh. So, does anyone know what santokh means? Sorry? Contentment. I first say contamination or something first. Yeah, so contentment, okay? So we're going to go through contentment today and see what Guru Sahib Ji says in Gurbani about contentment, but also look at a Sakhi. So Sakhi we can translate to a Sikhi teaching, or very simply a story of how that is shown in Gurbani and shown in Guru Itihas as well. So just quickly, if you look at Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, Guru Sahib Ji says to us, Guru Sakhi Antarajagi ta chanchal mat tyagi. What that means is that when we listen to Guru Sahib Ji Sakhi, there's Sikhya, Guru Sakhi Antarajagi, that inside something starts to manifest. Ta chanchal mat tyagi. And that mind of us, that mind of ours that is so fickle, that cannot pay attention. So I said this a lot of kids camps, and then they start to pay attention after this because they're all like fidgeting and stuff. Maharaj is saying that person's mind is able to concentrate now when they hear such a powerful teaching in their life. So, for example, I'm sure when you guys, when you listen to Katha, you listen to a story or something about Guru Sahib Ji, sometimes you're listening so much, it doesn't matter what's going on around you, right? And you're completely concentrating. A lot of people I've seen in the evenings come and say outside, what are you doing here? And they're like, my knees are killing me. Yeah? But when we're focusing so much, then we forget about our knees, right? But also, if you sit more longer on the floor, then you'll get used to it as well. So it's just the time thing. When I first came to Sikhi as well, I was only like 10 minutes on the floor and then I was fidgeting and stuff, right? So just on that note, you'll get used to it. Your knees will get used to it. It just takes time, okay? It just means go do darshan more, go and sit more in Sangat, and eventually your legs will get used to it. So for when we start now, there's a shabad in Gurbani when Guru Sahib Ji says to us, he says, Vinat udhor je mangana, sir dukha ke dukha, dehe naam santokhiya, utre man ki pukha. So that's quite simple to understand. We'll go through it one more time. I'll say very slowly, just bits of chunks of it, and we'll try and work out what Guru Sahib Ji is saying to us. So say, Vinat udhor je mangana. Does anyone know what that means? So Vinat udhor je mangana. Hanji. Okay, so if I ask for anything else but you. Sir dukha ke dukh. What does that mean then? Sir dukha ke dukh. Yes, it's like the biggest pain of pains that you can get. They said the word dukh there twice. The highest of high. So Maharaj is saying to us that we can ask for many things in the world, but at the end of the day, if we're not asking for that thing that's going to bring us closer to you, then actually that's just the biggest dukh ever, right? Because that was the main purpose of being here. But then they tell us what we should ask for, and they say in the next line, Dehe Naam. What does that mean? Dehe Naam. I just took those two words. I'm sure we know what that means. So give Naam or give me Naam, right? So Dehe Naam Santokhiya. That Naam that's going to give me Santokh, that we've talked about, and that's the topic for today, contentment. Utre man ki pukh. And then all that pukh that's in my mind, in my heart, that hole that we're trying to fill, Maharaj is saying that hole will be filled. Then we'll be content. So we're going to focus on something called Bhai Hema Ji today. So has anyone heard of Bhai Hema Ji before in this room? Anyone? Okay, so many people haven't heard of Bhai Hema Ji, and to be honest, I didn't know about Bhai Hema Ji for a long time. But when I went to study with Basics of Sikhi 2 years ago, when I was in the school, so it's been over 2 years now, and the first katha I ever did at Vidyala was on Bhai Hema Ji. Okay, so I was given Bhai Hema Ji. So it's quite a personal sakhi for me, because Bhai Hema Ji was the first katha I ever did, and I was able to relate to Bhai Hema Ji a lot and learn about Bhai Hema Ji, so that connection is kind of built with this Mahan Guru Sikh. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji, they found the Guru Sahib Ji Sam at the time of our fifth Guru, and this is what Guru Arjan Dev Ji says about Bhai Hema Ji, but they're saying in general, because who reads Gurbani? Us, right? So remember that when we're reading Gurbani, it's us reading it, so we're speaking to ourselves, we read that Gurbani. So here Guru Sahib is saying to us, Jithe naam japiye prabh pyare. So you can read the translations there, but a bit different to the translations you're given there. We can also translate to prabh pyare as that they're speaking to us, the beloved Sikhs of Vaheguru. So when Guru Sahib Ji speaks to us, they speak to us with so much love, right? So you can see that yourself just in Gurbani when Guru Sahib Ji speaks to us, Jithe naam japiye. Meaning that place where someone does naam japana, they meditate about God, they remember God through their actions, through their thoughts. Maharaj says that se asthala soina chobare. So chobare is referring to a building that has more than one level to it. Meaning here, as you can see, a mansion. Soin means sona, gold. It's like a house of gold. Asthal means like a barren place. So like a broken down house, for example, we could just say, just to give an example. They say in that place that was like a broken down home, that looked horrible, it could become like a mansion filled with gold. Where there's Naam Japana. So that does not mean that if you go home, you study Naam Japana, your house is going to turn into a nice big mansion, a lot of gold. But that could happen, I'm not ruling that out. But really here, Guru Sahib Ji, a lot of times when they talk about the kar, the home, Maharaj is not talking about the physical home, your house. They're talking about this body as being the home. But also can mean your heart being the home as well, in which God sits inside. So basically, this body of ours, if we feel like this body is of no use, Maharaj is saying to us that it can become like gold again. Like Maharaj says, Paya Manur Kanchan Phir Hove. That means that the one who feels like waste, they can become gold again. Jai Guru Mile Taneha. If they meet the Guru, then they can become gold again, they can become of some use. Sometimes we feel quite useless. We feel like we're not worthy, which is a very common topic. I know VG covered that last year. But Maharaj here is saying if you don't feel worthy, then just by doing Naam Japana, you can feel like you have some use in this world, that you can do some sort of seva and make a difference. We can all make a difference in this room. Maharaj is saying that it starts there with Naam Japana. They say, Jithe Naam na japiye. But they say, if there is no Naam Japana, that place where someone is not doing no Naam Japana, or where they fall asleep, like it's going on right at the front, VG, yeah. Mere goida say nagar ujari jiyo. They say that where there is no Naam Japana, that place is ujari, that place is ruined, is damaged. That nagar, so nagar usually we translate to a city, a town, it means the body again. that body is like the same as a ruined place. So Maharaj here is speaking, they've uchar this shabad with Bhai Hema Ji, the Guru Sikh going to go through. There's 3 shabads, there's 3 parts of prayers that they sang when they were with Bhai Hema Ji. This is one of them, but I only took a little extract from it. So just to go through Bhai Hema Ji, just the introduction into them, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, which Guru is Guru Arjan Dev Ji? I have Gurus. 5th Guru. Okay, so Guru Maharaj is going to travel to Sri Goindwal Sahib. Who set up Sri Goindwal Sahib? No Guru Ramdas Ji, no. Guru Amar Das Ji. Okay, so they're going to go to Sri Goindwal Sahib and they stop off in Sri Taran Taran Sahib. Okay, and where there's a stover, the biggest rover. So as they're going towards Sri Goindwal Sahib, if you look here, obviously got a picture of a jungle, because when you go to India today, who's been to India very recently? Not like as in the past year, 2 or 3, okay? Who's been to India a few years ago and like 10 years ago as well? It's crazy how much India has changed, right? Like even at Harmandir Sahib, when you go to see Harmandir Sahib, you go through like all those shops. And it's like, when I went in February and I went in September, but when I went in February, it'd been like 5 years since I've been at Harmandir Sahib, and I was like, whoa. Before you could park right next to Harmandir Sahib and like take your shoes off in the car and then go inside, right? But now you got to go to some car park, it's like 10 stories high, and everyone's parking everywhere, and everyone's blowing their horns at each other, and then you got to walk through all these like shops to get to Harmandir Sahib. But if you imagine in this time of our Gurus, it was like trees everywhere. Is that jungles everywhere? When Maharaj went to Ramsar Sahib, which is where the Siddhi Sukhmani Sahib was written by Guru Sahib Ji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, to get there, it wasn't like they walked through the city. Obviously there were some shops, but there's a lot of greenery. So when Guru Sahib Ji is going to Sri Goindwal Sahib, it's a lot of greenery along the way. And as they're going and going, they want to find somewhere to rest because it's going to rain very heavily. The clouds are very dark, and they know it's going to rain so much, we're going to get soaked. So what happens is Guru Sahib Ji says to one of the Guru Sikhs, who is Bhai Bidhi Chand. So Bhai Bidhi Chand is with Guru Arjan Dev Ji and some of the other Guru Sikhs. They say, can you go into this village that's here, close to this jungle, and ask the people if we can stay there? So they go into the village and there are Pathans there. Okay? And when they go and speak to these people, they say, we cannot keep the Guru here. We have no space for them. They are drunk. They're intoxicated in alcohol and just mass, okay, meat. So they say, we cannot keep the Guru here. So they come back to the Guru, as in Bhai Bidhi Chand, the Guru Sikhs, and they say, Maharaj, there's no space for us there. So when I was reading this, I was like, it's not very nice. That's our Guru, right? That's the lie of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. And look how they're disrespecting our Guru. But at that time, there's a lot of stuff happening in the Panth, and I was thinking, here we got someone disrespecting our Guru. All over the place, we talk about people disrespecting Guru Sahib Ji, in the Darbar Sahib, etc. But what it really made me think about was, how much satkar do I show to Guru Granth Sahib Ji? Right? Because at the end of the day, we're so quick to look at what other people are doing. Even when it comes to santokh, to be content in our lives, we're not content in someone else's actions, what they're doing. If someone else is not living up to the jivan they should be living up to in our eyes, but then we want to tell them, what are you doing? Why are you doing this for? I heard this beautiful story of Baba Thakur Singh, and it's crazy because I keep talking about Baba Ji very recently. The Singhs in the Jatha, sometimes they got a bit lazy in the morning and they wouldn't wake up. Like sometimes, for example, here in the morning, you just shattered, you can't get up, right? So me, back in the day, when I used to see things like this, I'd get annoyed. Like, what are you doing, man? It's Amrit Villa. How are you not awake? Right? I would get really annoyed. I wasn't trying to be hankari. It's just I thought I need to tell this person. I'll like kick them and stuff and say, get up, chuck the rajai off them. But one person, I picked him up and I held him in my arms and he stood asleep as well. I'm not even joking. I was like, what is this kid made of? Yeah. I was so shocked. Okay? And if you look at Babaji wouldn't do that. So what this Mahapurush should do is that they'd go up to these Guru Sikhs and just massage their feet. They massage their feet, and then the Singhs will wake up, so much sharam, so much shame, they just get up themselves. Right? But do you see the way, the nimrata, humility that Babaji has, that they will massage a few of the Guru Sikhs, and then they'd wake up themselves, right? Not like me, oi, what are you doing? Get up, it's Amrit Villa. Yeah. So, if we just look at that, sometimes it's very important that we focus on ourselves. What satkar are we giving to Guru Granth Sahib Ji? Then it brought back the memory of why I started doing it. And I thought I'd share it, right? Because especially when I go to kids' camps, it's nice to share with kids so that they hopefully start implementing into their lives. It was when I was in India in February. It's probably 3rd March then. And obviously, Guru Granth Sahib Ji, Gurdwara Sahib. And I walked into Matha Tek, and then I walk back out, right? Obviously, how generally people do, they turn around. I'm not here saying to you, you have to do this. I'm just explaining to you why I started doing it and the love. And there was this Guru Sikh who's doing the seva of deg. So they're giving the deg out to the Sangat when they come out. So he saw me come out, he's an old Baba. He saw me come out and he just said to me, he goes, he didn't really, he's just speaking about it. He goes, how can someone turn their pit? How can someone turn their back on Guru Sahib Ji if they never turn their back on you? So he said to me, just like beinti, one humble plea to you, just never turn your back on the Guru, physically. And he had tears in his eyes when he was saying it, right? So then after that, I was like, Chal, because he said that, I couldn't, because I'm sure you all heard it before, right? That you see people do it, but it's like, that's long, man. Especially if you've been to Southall, if you've been to Havelock Gurdwara Sahib, it's a long walk backwards. If you've been to Slough, Guru Manyo Granth, it's a very long walk backwards, isn't it? Khal Singh will know as well, right? So it's like, once I was doing it, and the Singh was like, are you coming? And like, I just still walking, like, even though no one's in the bar side, you never know, someone randomly may pop up out of nowhere, and next thing you've knocked them out, you've fallen over them, right? But it was because of that love that Guru Sikh had, when they had the tears in their eyes, I was like, Chal. So then from that moment on, I try my best never to do that. Obviously it's a physical, we're showing it physically, obviously we want to show it spiritually as well, but that's why sometimes things start with the physical, right? Our actions that we're doing. So I thought I'd just share that. So for you guys, maybe try yourselves, okay? Especially when we listen to Itihas and we listen to Sakhi, and we realize that my Guru is so great that they'll never turn their back on me, then how can I turn my back on them even physically? Guru Maharaj is in the jungle and they say, well, keep on going because there's a Guru Sikh here, somewhere in the jungle. And they have so much love for Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. Maharaj wants to go there. The Guru wants to go and see that person. And that is Bhai Hema Ji. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj gets closer and closer. There's many different accounts of what happens. Guru Sahib Ji goes to the home, or Bhai Hema Ji comes out themselves. Generally, it's said that Bhai Hema Ji comes out and they got like a blanket on top of them, like a shawl you could say, and it's ripped, it's got holes in it. So Bhai Hema Ji is not a rich person. They're very poor. They're living in like a shack, you could say, a shed, right? And they've seen Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, and they come outside and they run and fall in Guru Sahib Ji's charan in their feet. It's raining now, it's pouring down, but Bhai Hema Ji doesn't care. Even their house has got water coming into it. So if we just look up Bhai Hema Ji, just talk about them. I've mentioned it once in Park Avenue when we did the Q&A. Bhai Hema Ji is that Guru Sikh who is so poor, and what they did as a job is that they'd go into the fields, especially when there's a season, when the crops have been, when there's harvest season, and they'd take the grains, and they'll collect them, but whatever's left over, they'd take it home, they'd use a chakki and they'd grind it to make flour. And then they make prashade, okay, prashada, just bread you could say, or roti or chapatis, right? So they'd make that, and they'd make about 2 or 3 every single day. Now this is the love of Bhai Hema Ji. There was that Bhai Hema Ji would make 3 prashade every single day, but they'd only eat 1. So let's just say they make in the morning or the afternoon, they'd only eat 1, and the other 2 they keep to the side for anyone that came past. Even though they're so poor, that's the only meal they're going to eat every single day. But Bhai Hema Ji would only 1 the prashade, and he keep the other 2 for anyone else. So this is something that Guru Arjan Dev Ji talks about in Sri Sukhuni Sahib. They say, Brahm Gyani Sada Nirdokha, Jaise Sur Sarv Ko Sokh. That means that the Guru Sikh, that Brahm Gyani, the one who knows God, they are Sada Nirdokh. No sin can touch that person. And then they say that they like the Sokh, he means Suraj, not Sokh, sorry. They're saying that, they talk about the Suraj there, and they're saying that the Suraj, i.e. the sun, just like how the sun gives warmth to everyone, just like how the sun gives light to everyone, in the same way that Brahmgyani, or God themselves anyway, they give love to everyone equally anyway, right? So they give the love to the papi, that we could say, the chor, the one who steals, but they give love to the saint as well. They're equal in their love. So Bhai Hema Ji, it doesn't matter who comes past, they give that same love to everyone. They give the food to everyone. And if no one comes at the end of the day, then they eat the prasad themselves. Okay? So this is something that we can look at in our own lives, that when it comes to a Sikh of the Guru. So Maharaj says in Gurbani, say, Guru Sikha Ikko Pyar. So that sounds very simple, right? Guru Sikha Ikko Pyar. Can anyone translate that for me? Sorry? No, you just go for it, bro. You close. So Guru Sikha Ikko Pyar. Yes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So Guru Sikhs only have one love. So generally the Arth is on the Guru as in Guru Maharaj. Sikha Ikko Pyar. Guru said is one love for all the Guru Sikhs. But it can also mean Guru Sikha Ikko Pyar, that the Guru Sikhs have one love for each other. Yeah? So this is the idea that we have love for everyone. We have that, we don't discriminate, right? We say, like yesterday we talked about Bhai Hema Ji, Bhai Sahib did. That love is equal to everyone. We treat everyone equally in that sense because God's lies in everyone. Of course, that's a vasta to get to a spiritual level, but Maharaj just said in Gurbani. So when we look at each other in this room today, if we can't have love for each other, then how are we going to have love for the world, right? If you can't have love in your own home, whether that's your body or the physical house, then how are you going to have love for everyone else in the world, right? But Bhai Hema Ji showed that, they instilled that love, right? So before we go through what happens now when they come into the home, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, we just say that Maharaj came into their home, and what Bhai Hema Ji did was that he took a shawl and he put it on the floor. He laid it on the floor for Guru Sahib to sit on with the Guru Sikhs. So this is the second shabad that Guru Sahib Ji says about Bhai Hema Ji, and this is such a powerful shabad. It's from the Bani. Does anyone know where it's from? Avneet Kaur, you should know where it's from. You did something of it very recently. Jayat Siddiqui Var. Okay, very good. Okay, so Maharaj here is talking about Bhai Hema Ji, and who is Bhai Hema Ji? So they say here to us, Basta tuti chumpari, cheer sab chinna. So they're saying, where does Bhai Hema Ji live? What is the home of Bhai Hema Ji? They say, Tuti Chumpari. They say their home is a broken down shed, a broken down shack, somewhere just in the middle of nowhere, and it's completely ruined. We've seen the picture, an idea of what it looked like. It had holes in it. It was cold. If it was winter, you got no central heating in those days. They're freezing, right? It's wet inside their home. Cheer sab chinna. Cheer means their kapre, their clothes. Sab chinna, they're all ripped. All the clothes that Bhai Hema Ji has are ripped and dirty. These are the clothes of Bhai Hema Ji. And they say, Jat na pat na adro. They have no jat, they have no caste, they're not in this world, right? They're the lowest of the low. Na pat, they have no, pat he means status. Na adro, no respect, no one respects Bhai Hema Ji. Udyan par minna, and they just wander and wander around in the jungles, right? And no one cares about Bhai Hema Ji. So in one way, this person, you could say, is in terms of the world, how the world see people, they're like the lowest of the low, literally. I said, Mitrana etha tana rupahin. They have no friends. They have no, like a companion, like a love. Tan, they have no money. Rupahin. Rupahin means they're very ugly. Maharaj is not saying it to the world. They may look very ugly to the world, as in their physical appearance. And then they say, Kecha sakna sinna, and they have no rishtedar, they have no relations, they have no family members. They're all in their own and they're living in this jungle. But that's what you could say, what the world thinks of Bhai Hema Ji, right? Maharaj explained this Guru Arjan Dev Ji. But now here, this is what Guru Arjan Dev Ji says about Bhai Hema Ji. And this is for us to think about. Because sometimes in our lives, we're not content because we're insecure about who we are. We're insecure about maybe the way we look, maybe our own jivan. Many things you can be insecure about. We can name many things, but obviously for everyone it's a personal thing. But how does Guru Sahib Ji see us? In the eyes of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, like we said yesterday, who we here to please? We're here to please our Guru. Why would I want to please anyone else, right? Why would you guys want to please anyone else? Just please Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. There's no one greater than Guru Gobind Singh Ji, right? So here they say to us, Raja Sagli Srishtaka Har Nama Manapinna. This Guru Sahib is saying that in my eyes, even if someone has all these things, but they tell us why, they tell us, hey, Har Nama Manapinna, if they're absorbed in God's name, then to me they're the king of the whole world. Raja Sagli Srishtaka, that they are the king of all the worlds, and this world, Haram Naam Manapinna, the one who's absorbed in Guru Sahib Ji's name, who's living Guru Nanak Ji Sikhi. Maharaj says, in my eyes, I don't care how poor they are. I don't care who. They can be male, female. They can be from a Punjabi background. They don't have to be from Punjabi background. They don't have to be brown. They can be any color they want, right? It doesn't matter to the Guru. The Guru is saying that in my eyes, that is the true king, that is the true queen. That is the highest of the high in my eyes. The one who's absorbed in my love. That's in the eyes of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. And then they say, Tiski tur man udre. It's with that person's tur, so tur here means dust. Even with that person's dust, man udre. That the person who takes their dust, they'll be saved. Man translates to mind. They also translates to hirda, their heart. Udre can be saved. Prabhu hoy so prasanna. So prasanna means to be very, very pleased. God is very pleased with that person. So the dust of the Guru Sikh's feet is so important. So doing things like Joradi Seva, even cleaning up. So Bhai Gurudas, he says this very beautiful thing. I can't remember the whole pankti. It's talking about Sadh Sangati Seva, right? What is Sadh Sangati Seva? And they say within that, when you pick up the mats and when you do the broom and stuff, they say the word, two words, Turinaya. Okay? So Turinaya means that you're bathing in the dust of the Guru Sikhs, right? So I remember once we was in Park Avenue and we were cleaning the fans. You know, you had the fans on the walls, right? And they were very dusty, right? And obviously the thing that was helping me is going in his eyes, and his eyes were going red. But I was like this. The dust is falling. I was like, Turinaya, Turinaya, right? Bathing in the dust of the Guru Sikhs, right? Obviously I took it too far, but it's the dust of the Guru Sikhs, right? So obviously, if it was a true Guru Sikh, then they would be like literally just taking it and putting their head, right? And just covering themselves in it, but literally, right? Maharaj says that even the dust of that Guru Sikh is so powerful. So powerful, the dust of the Guru Sikh. So imagine how powerful the Guru Sikh is themselves, the actual charan, what's sitting inside here, but even the dust that touches their feet, even that is blessed as well. So Maharaj has praised Bhai Hema Ji so much, but it's not just talking about Bhai Hema Ji, it's talking about that individual who is completely imbued in Guru Sahib Ji's love. Okay, so what this is talking about here, this picture, it's a nice picture, right? So if we were going to focus on santokh now and what it means to be content, we had this shabad at the start, where we talked about Vinato Dohoraje Mangana, Sira Dukha ke Dukh, Dehe Naam Santokhya Utare Man ki Bukh. That it's through Naam that we're going to get that santokh, if you've not realized yet, which is the obvious answer, right? That when you have Naam in your life, yeah? Sorry, I know you're tired. I'm just going to keeping you alive. When we have, Maharaj just say very simply that when we have Naam in our life, then the santokh will come. If you look in Siri Sukhmani Sahib, Guru Sahib Ji talks about santokh as well. They say to us, Sehas khate, lakh ko uthta ave, tripad na ave, Maya pache pave, anka pog bikhya ke kare, nahi tripatave, khap khap mare, bina santokh, nahi ko raje, supana manorath, birte sab kaje, naam rang sarv sukh hoye, bade bhagi kise prapat hoye, karn karavan ape aap, sada sada nanak har jaap. What that means, it's talk about santokh, very simply, contentment. They say, sehas khatte. So sehas means 1,000. Khatte means to gain, you to gather. In this world, we may gather 1,000 things, lakh ko uthata ave, but then we want 100,000 more. So we could look at that in many examples. Let's just say that someone praises us, or someone says something nice about us many times, but we want more praise. We want more and more. We're given something, we want more of that. So says khatte lakh ko uthata ave, tiripad na ave, maya pache pave. They say that person, Maya Pache Pave, who runs behind Maya, Maya is that thing that takes you away from God. They say the one who runs behind Maya, they say Tiripad na ave. That person will never have santokh in their life. They'll never be content. The one who keeps running behind these things, that thing that takes you away from God, Maharaj is saying that you'll never have santokh in your life. Anaka pog bikhya ke kare. Anaka pog. Pog means to partake, very simply. So we partake in many things in the world that do not bring us closer to God. Anka pog bikhya ke kare, those things which are bik means poison. Nehitre patave, khap mare. It doesn't fulfill us. Khap mare. We keep on living and living in this world, and then we die in the end anyway. Bina santokh nahi kau rajya. So here, bina santokh. They say without santokh, you could be a raja, but we know if someone is a raja, then they should be completely fulfilled inside. But like when you eat food, and we use the word raj to say that we're filled now, we're full up, right? That should be a raja. A raja has everything. They have all the money, they have all the food, so they shouldn't have to worry about anything. But we see today people have money, they still have a desire inside them for more things. So Maharaj said us, bina santokh nahi ko raji. That if you don't have santokh, then you're not a raja, truly. Bina santokh nahi ko raje, supana manoratha, birte sab kaje. That all the things that I think in manorath means all the thoughts that we have in our mind, it's like a dream. What it means by a dream is it's temporary. It's not going to stay. For example, when we have dreams now, it wasn't real. It was something they thought about in our mind, and now it's gone. In the same way, a lot of these things in this world, they're temporary. They're not going to stay forever. Supana manorath birte sab kaje. Birte, so it means that those things are vyarth. They're useless. Right? Sab kaje, everything that person does in their life, according to these kind of things, it was all, what was the reasoning of doing it? And then they say to us in the next line, Nam rang sarva sukh hoye. So it's through the Nam rang, it's through the love of Nam that we can get all the sukh. We can get all the happiness in our life. Guru Maharaj, Guru Arjan Dev Ji is giving us this Upadesh, this teaching. It's through Nam. So earlier we talked about the Shabad, Dehe Nam Santokhiya, Utere Man Ki Pukha. And now in Sri Sukhmani Sahib, they're saying the same thing. Nam rang sarva sukh hoye, vade pagi kise parapat hoye. But all in those people, vade pag, like we said yes in Hukanama Katha as well, if you have great destiny, then parapat means to gain. Then you can gain that in your life. We can gain that in our life. It's for us. It's for this song. Maharaj is giving us the ticket. It's up to us if you want to take it or not. Right? It's in our hands. Of course, it's kirpa, but we have to make an effort. Apan hati apana, ape hi kaj swariye. This is your chance now, Maharaj is saying. Gobind milan ki ehe teri bariya. There's one benti again. You all know this. You know, sometimes I ask people questions and I go, just give me the religious answer. Because it's obvious what they're going to say. Seva Simran, la 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 la. All that stuff, right? But I'll tell you now, if you want your Sikhi to flourish, you have to keep the right Sangat. You have to keep the right Sangat. Sangat means your company, right? So Sad Sangat, Sat Sangat, not Mari Sangat, the negative people around you. So if you're going to take another thing away from the talk or this camp, that when you leave here, keep yourself in good Sangat. People that are positive people that bring you closer to God, that bring you closer to spirituality. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how much you do in your life, 90% guarantee that person can easily fall off the path unless they're very rare Gurumukh. We have to keep good Sangat all the time in our lives. So Maharaj is saying that that's how we gain Santokh, because in this world, how rare those people who have this kind of Sangat, have Nam in their life. So out of many, there's that one who's truly fulfilled inside, who has a Santokh inside them. Maharaj is saying it's through Nam Rang. Build that love with Gurbani, build that relationship with your Guru. It comes back to that as well, right? That's the Sangat. Build a relationship with your Guru. It's a personal one. Then now you're relying on your Guru, you're not relying on anyone else. And then your Guru will speak to you through other Gurusikhs, right? They speak to you through, I don't know, the weather, anything, right? Maharaj will speak to us. So when Bhai Hema Ji invites Guru Arjan Dev Ji into their home, Bhai Hema Ji then puts 2 prasad in front, because they've already eaten one in the morning, and they put the 2 in front for Guru Arjan Dev Ji and the Guru Sikhs to eat. After Guru Sahib Ji eats the prasad with the Guru Sikhs, Maharaj is thirsty. And they say to Bhai Hema Ji, get some water, right? Can I get some water? And at that time, Bhai Hema Ji says that there's no water here, Maharaj. I'll go get you water, but there's nothing around here. But Maharaj says at that time that actually, if you go outside, there is water. There was like this little, it was like a rock on the floor, and Maharaj says, pick this rock up, and water will come gushing out. So then Bhai Hema Ji goes outside, and they pick that rock up, and water comes gushing out everywhere in front of them. So again, when I see these kind of things, I like to put with a Sikhi spin on it, because what can the water kind of represent if you're going to get all like Sikhi and religious here kind of thing? What do you think the water represents? Kirpa. Yeah, and take it a bit further. what's a big kirpa to get in your life? Hanji, that's good. If you didn't know, I was going to give you like a motion, right? So Amrit, right? A big blessing. And Maharaj is saying that the kirpa or the Amrit or the Guru is so close to you, but you just can't see it. You just need to move that little finger out of the way, right? Just move the little rock out of the way. Move the curtain out of the way, and they're right there. They're not so far away from you. They're so close to you. All it takes is the Guru to come, whether that's themselves in the physical form, whether that's through their Sangat, their Sadhagun Swarup, and come and give you that little teaching that actually, just do this instead. So imagine walking a path to God. You could say that the Sadh Sangat are like the people along the way. Like we do a marathon run, right? So who's run a marathon in this room? Oh, nice. Only one person. Okay. So like you're running, you've all seen it, right? They're running and then the people along the way give them water and stuff, right? And it's like support along the way. Keep them on the path, keeping them going. You can say it's like Sadh Sangha, they keep you going along the path. They're on that path as well. And you're going to cross many people along the path, and they're going to guide you and keep you going and going until you reach your destination. But at the destination as well. So when Bhai Hema Ji and the water comes gushing out at the time, Maharaj is so pleased with Bhai Hema Ji, and they go back into the home. And Bhai Hema Ji, you can imagine if Guru Sahib is sitting on a Manji Sahib, and they're sitting on a higher platform, where do you think Bhai Hema Ji is sitting? Sorry? Lower, but where are they sitting in the room? Are they sitting in the corner, being all shy? Where would you sit if Guru Arjan Dev was sitting right in front of you? Right in front of them, in front of their feet, right? And Bhai Hema Ji is sitting there in Guru Sahib's charan, and they're singing Guru Sahib's praises. And because of this, the last shabad, I won't go through the whole shabad of what Guru Maharaj sings about Bhai Hema Ji again now. So this how much love the Guru Sahib Ji have for Bhai Hema Ji, that they sang 3 shabads at the time of seeing Bhai Hema Ji. So here Maharaj says, Pali Suhavi Chapari, Ja Meh Gunagai. Saying, blessed is that Chapari, meaning that home, that broke, that let's just call it a shed for now, that like Bhai Hema Ji was living in, Ja Meh Gunagai. Meh here means just which within that place where they sing God's praises, the qualities of God. Again, not just the physical home, the body. Blessed is that place where they sing God's praises. And they say, Kitahi kamna tolhara, jitahara bisarai rahao. Because that house, that home, that mansion, that body, which doesn't remember God, jitahara bisarai, who forgets God, what was the point of having that body? What was the point of that house? Rahao. Think about that. So right now, we can just think about ourselves for literally 5 seconds. That what was the point, according to Guru Arjan Dev Ji, of having this body if we don't remember God? Right? What was the point? We can keep asking ourselves that question all the time. What was the point of having this body? So, Ananda Garibi Sadhu Sang, Jita Prabha Chit Ay. So, Jita Prabha Chit Ay, the one who remembers God in their life, that person is always in Anand. Another Garibi, it can also mean that it doesn't matter how poor that person is, it doesn't matter if you don't have much money, you can still be happy. I can't remember which Guru Sikh it was, and they came to see another Guru Sikh, and they said, why are so many spiritual people poor? Right? You look at great saints, and you're like, why are they so poor for? It's not because they choose to be poor, it's because they don't care about money. They don't want to be rich anyway. It's not to say if you have a lot of money here, then you're not a Guru Sikh, and you're not doing the right thing. It's just to say that they don't have that attachment to money. They don't care. They only have a few clothes, for example, right? They're happy. They're content in the life that they have. But where have they got that contentment from? It's from their Guru. It was from their itihas. When they see the examples of these Guru Sikhs who have so little, but their love is so big for the Guru. Right? So a lot of times, like me personally, I can't give you an answer like, you know what you need to do? You need to do this. Right? And then you'll get it. All we need to do is start walking this path. Take another step on the path, build that relationship with the Guru, and the santokh will come itself in your life, slowly, slowly. This path is a path of patience. It takes time. We want things quickly. If you look in the world today, everything is so quick, right? For example, we got internet. Now, some of you look quite young here. When I was younger, I'm still quite young though, I'm not that old. Yeah, just in case. When we had internet, it would lag all the time. So you guys know what lag means? You East Londoners know what it means. You'll probably learn in 10 years, because you're behind us in timings and stuff, yeah? Firing shots, yeah? So, lag means to like take time. So you know when you used to play, go on the internet, like guys when you play Call of Duty and it lags, and then next we know you've been killed because the lagging stops. So we want things quickly. We need internet to be quick. If it doesn't load straight away, so what's wrong with my internet? I'm going to bring on my internet provider and say my internet's slow, right? When we're sitting in I hate traffic. I cannot stand traffic. It's so annoying. Especially drivers who drive low, when it's 30 miles and driving 25 miles per hour. So what are you doing? We live in a world today where we want things so quickly. If it doesn't come now, it's like, what's going on? So then when it comes to Sikhi, we come to Gurdwara Sahib once, we get a Hukamnama Sahib, or we come here and we want to answer straight away. If you can't give me the answer straight away, then it's wrong. We need a quick fix. You could say this is Kaljug, but this is life today. We want things so quickly. But how are we going to prove ourselves to Guru Sahib Ji? Funny story, and I'm going to finish off. I've got 10 minutes. Okay. I had a family member who's going to be blessed with Amrit. And he went zero to hero, right? Literally. I came here from Huzur Sahib, and he's like, I'm going to do it, man. Take Amrit and everything, which is great. So I was sitting in the car with a Guru Sikh, and I was speaking to him like, this is the situation. He said, yeah, tell him to do it, man. Tell him to give his head, everything, right? Remember, this is someone who's gone from zero to hero very quickly, which is nothing wrong with. And he was like, do it, man. Tell him to take Amrit. And then all I hear in the background is someone saying, don't do it, right? And it was Bhai Jagrat Singh in the car, okay? So he wasn't saying don't take Amrit. He was saying after that, he goes, tell him to prove himself to his Guru, right? So this is for every single person, the situation is different. So some people can take Amrit straight away and it's kirpa. But this is very important in general though, that we have to prove ourselves to the Guru, right? Like we said yesterday, we sometimes look at Amrit so cheaply. Even myself, I may try and sell Amrit very cheaply when I do prachar of it as well. But Amrit is not something cheap, okay? Amrit is Guru Gobind Singh Ji. That's what I truly believe. Amrit is Guru Gobind Singh Ji when you're blessed with the Amrit, okay? So it's like, let's not just look at some water in a bowl. It's nothing like that. It's so, you can't even explain it. March is manne ki gata kahi na jaye. That means the ones who have accepted, who are living that path, who have tasted that Amrit, who are trying to live in that head, manne ki gat means their halat, their state, kahi na jaye. Can't even talk about it. Je ko kahe. If you try and speak about it, you'll regret it. You can't even kagad kalam na likhna hard. You can't even write it down. Manne ka behe karn vichar. You can have everyone sit down who's experienced it. They can all sit together, like let's sit together and talk about it. But it won't happen. Right? It's only through aisa naam. Naranjan hoye je ko man jaane. But what's the word that we've been talking about a lot today? Aisa naam. Yeah? Now, naam, you're going to find naam with your guru. Wherever there is your guru, that's where there's naam. And that's what we say you become niranjan. Niranjan, Anjan you could say is like a dog, a stain, impurity. Nir means the opposite, without. They become truly pure, who have this in their life. So it's so common what Guru Sahib is saying to us here. It's through Naam. So Maharaj continues the Shabad. I'll just go for the last two lines and then we'll finish off here. With how Bhai Hema Ji leaves their body. So Maharaj says, Sab kich tumre haath prabha aap kare karai. So here Guru Sahib said this, Sab kich tumre haath prabha, that here Maharaj, everything is in your hands. Sab kich. Aap kare karai, you're doing everything. Everything is in your control, Maharaj. This is the love that Guru Sikh has with Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. That Guru Sahib Ji, you're doing everything. Now we can look at this in two ways, right? Okay, God is going to do everything, so I'm going to chill out. I'm going to sit on my chair and I wait for Kirpa to fall upon me, right? The clouds to come on top and Kirpa. It's raining Kirpa. Yeah, that's my own version. I just made that up. Okay, no one steal it. Okay, yeah. But you could also take it that it's not we're just sitting there waiting for Kirpa. It's I have faith in my Guru. I'm going to carry on in my life. I'm going to do what I can do, but Maharaj will do the Kirpa anyway. So even the apan hati apana abhi kaj svariye, I'm going to make an effort in my life, but I know Kirpa will come because my Guru told me to do this, so I'll do it, but Maharaj will do the rest. Do you guys understand that? So it's not just like kirpa means you just chill out, kirpa will happen. You still got to make an effort. Within the, like how Paisa was saying, you got to prove yourself to the Guru. We have to prove ourselves to the Guru. Because when it's happy times, then it's like, Sikhi is good, man. Reading bare part. Yeah? Then when Sikhi is hard, it's like, oh, I can't do it, man. Hard to do. World's too much. Can't do my Sikhi anymore. But it's like, is that it? When it's happy times, then Sikhi is flourishing. But when it's hard times, then, we give up. A lot of times, just take a step back and ask yourself, am I being tested? Then when you think you're being tested, you realize, actually, okay, it's just a test. And I don't want to fail the test. Right? So when Master says, Kach pakai, o the pai, Nanak gaya ja pe jai, Kach pakai o the pai. You'll find out who is kacha, who is pakka, who is true and who is not true. Especially when there's no one around. Then you'll find out if someone is really waking up in the morning, right? Here, it's all right. You got everyone waking you up. Like in my room, people's alarm clocks go off all the time. Yeah, and some of them are really loud. So you have to wake up, yeah, because everyone's around you. But then what about when you're at home? Then are you going to wake up? Or is that, oh, no one's watching, I can go back to sleep. No one needs to know, right? But literally, that's where a lot of the Jivan is built. It's at home, yeah. In today's world, we live in Grist. Grist means a householder's life. And Maharaj says you can get anything from Grist Jivan. Having a family, having love with your partner, with your children, with your parents, everyone, but you can still find God in that as well. So last pankti, saas saas simrat raha nanak daan pai. Saas saas. Every single breath, simrat. Remember Bhai Guruji, right? Something we could take away today, just don't forget them, right? Sukh visre meri mai, sacha sahib. How can I forget them? That's what Guru Nanak is saying at the age of 5, 6, 7. So Bhai Hema Ji, just to finish off with, Bhai Hema Ji, many Guru Sikhs say that Bhai Hema Ji knew that his time was coming to leave his body. And he'd had darshan of Guru Arjan Dev Ji before he leaves his body. Guru Arjan Dev Ji knew as well. So Guru Sahib Ji stayed with Bhai Hema Ji for a few days. And then Guru Maharaj was going to leave. But Bhai Hema Ji did binti to Guru Sahib Ji, Maharaj, you know what's going to happen to me. You know I'm going to go. So my last binti to you is that be with me before I leave my body. Right? So Bhai Hema Ji laid in the feet of Guru Arjan Dev Ji and they left their body. Then Guru Maharaj and the Guru Sikhs did the Antam Sanskar, the final rites of Bhai Hema Ji, and then the body became ash. Right? But where did the jyot go of Bhai Hema Ji? It went back to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. Right? So we pretty much finished in about 45 minutes, which is fine. Again, for me, it's very personal. Bhai Hema Ji, again, the first gatha, practice gatha I ever did, right? Valjit Singh gave me the topic, right, of Bhai Hema Ji. And we can learn a lot from this Guru Sikh, right? Again, that's why we have these Guru Sikhs in our life, to inspire us. That's why Sangat is so important of Gurmukhs, because they inspire. You may think to yourself, I cannot do this part, I cannot do this much part today, I cannot do this Simran, etc., etc. Whatever that obstacle is in your life, but when you start to do Sangat to those Guru Sikhs, you think, actually, I can do that. I can do anything, because if these cats can do it, and they're doing so much that I should do more. Right? So please keep yourself in Sangat, and always remember that if you want to be complete, if you want to gain contentment in your life, it's through your Guru you're going to get that contentment. It's through Nam. We've had it 4 examples of Maharaj saying it's through Nam, and that's going to come when you join yourself to the Guru and build your relationship with Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. When Guru Nanak Dev Ji was learning, I think it was Farsi, at the age of about 6 years old, some of you may know this story, yeah? And when their teacher came to them and said to them, you don't need to worry about God till you're older, Guru Nanak Dev Ji said to the teacher, on average, let's just say a man lives for 100 years, yeah, or man or woman, 100 years. Now let's just say, they say on average you need 8 hours of sleep a day, right? We hear that all the time, right? So if you imagine someone lived for 100 years and they slept 8 hours every single day, how many years do you think of your life you've used there? Sorry? 33. So if someone lives on average for 100 years and we sleep 8 hours a day, we've lost 33 years of our life. And I know some people in this room sleep way more than 8 hours, right? Yeah. Some people, my sister slept for like 14, 15 hours sometimes. Like, how do you do that, right? Hopefully she never watches this video, yeah. But that's half your life. 50 years of your life you're going to waste if you sleep 12 hours a day. And then you spend another 15 hours, then the first 15 years of your life, Guru Sahib says, you're still learning, you're growing up. The last 20 years of your life, when you're 80 to 100, you lose your eyesight, you lose your hearing. So that's not of no use as well. And then in between that, you got to eat, you got to do all this other stuff, look after your family. So when are you going to have time for God? Crazy, right? So this is the time. This moment is the time to meet God, not later on. Right now. Okay, so again, please forgive all the mistakes that I've made. And again, let's please take full laha of this whole camp, or what's left of it. Let's finish with the Fateh. Vahe Guru Ji ka Khalsa, Vahe Guru Ji ki Fateh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vahe Guru Ji ka Khalsa, Vahe Guru Ji ki Fateh.